Alright, neat. We're back with this. So turns out the modding the game does make it much laggier. So yeah. Interesting. Oh, yeah, so one of the mods actually had an update. And it added a bunch of like random stuff. Yeah, these people added in some interesting things. I don't even know what mod they ended up clicking on. I just kind of clicked on a couple like random ones. Dang, these people be at work here. They got all kinds of stuff in. I'm not sure if I'll necessarily play with the mod characters necessarily. Don't they? Play DMC too. I think this mod may have impacted the way the bandit looks just a little bit. You can tell this design wouldn't be approved. It doesn't match the philosophy with the eye piece necessarily. lizard. Now, what do they add in this here? Death, curse, and revive, but also adds. Yeah, these look a little more cartoonish with their thicker outlines. Are permanent. That's actually pretty cool. Artifact of arrogance. I kind of like that idea. The Phantom King of Nothing hunts you down if you spend too long on stage. That sounds goofy. Enemies can have multiple. That's basically like the Pizza Tower gimmick. Multiple elite types. Actually, that one doesn't sound too bad. Can spawn as enemies. Artifact of the hunted. Alright, that one sounds kind of funny. Bosses invade the map every 10 minutes. Actually, I kind of like that one. That one doesn't sound too bad. All monsters can spawn on all stages. Oh, is it like... Okay, I'm guessing it's not like spawn outside of their usual environment. I'm gonna turn that one on. That one seems kind of interesting. Might play with that one later, though. I won't bother with the guys. They're kind of not really that interesting. Oh, he's loading in now. Wait, if I go back here, then I do that? Oh. Something gets unloaded that shouldn't be getting unloaded. Let's see what this does with all the other things on. I need to start taking these guys off the field. There's way too many of them. I'm in your sprint. Oh. That's an interesting one. Oh, they give the gonna be learning that item menu pretty darn quick. Oh, the drones teleport towards you now. I think I wasn't there before. Guardian amulet. I do like how this is not just spawning on one level. It only spawns on the one level with the Atlantic Delta something or another. What is that level called? The Rally Point Delta. That's the one. And this one is definitely not some like lost in the files kind of thing. Oh, that one doesn't even have a... Thing, the gunner turret's got a... Yeah, they really decided like those things are actually going to be made useful. Watch metronome while not sprinting, Chancey. Oh. So what did they put in here? So they had whatever back thrusters for 8 seconds rapidly build up to 200 momentum speed while moving straight forward. Is that a passive thing? Midas. Sacrifice 50% of your current health. I want to try out this wig. I'm gonna see how they... kind of curious how they did it. Oh. Interesting. Hold on, I gotta do a thing. Huh, they really did a number on this aesthetic. Oh, that's been 10 minutes. Oh, turret. Oh, that's a real change to the aesthetic on this level. Oh, snap. And killing an enemy create an electric discharge. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Oh, what the heck is all of this? Oh yeah. You know what? I'll try to hit this. Plasma strip. Huh. I really don't do enough damage to them that even at that health bar. This have a much lower spawn rate, so I can actually like think through a little bit. Huh. Yeah. Oh dear. Can you go in this? Honestly, it's probably not going to be worth it. Still not able to get him even at 40. Plus 40 still isn't enough to get him with that kind of damage. I know this level never has turrets on it anyways. I'm not sure if that's something that... Ooh, I think that some of the modders may have fixed. Heck yeah. Yeah, I need something like 45 to be able to start really killing them quickly. Six percent chance to ignite enemies on a hit, 100% base damage. Yeah, but damage has gone up higher than my level. Thing. Something's doing a lot of damage. Wouldn't have minded a few more. Definitely would have died if I had the that challenge in the mountain on. Kind of curious about some of the other alternative items. So low quality speaker chance when getting hit to stun enemies in a 13 meters radius. The chance starts at 10, increases with low health. Oh, that's an interesting one. And you know, golden gun is golden gun, and smart shopper is smart sharpa. Interesting, puts the ones that you already have at the top, so you clear out the ones you already have. Actually tells you your range. Corrupted by plasma shrimp. I actually do like it tells you which, if you get the corrupted items. That's actually pretty nifty. Turn on the noxious thorn since I'm more likely to run into. Oh, looks like this is one of the community maps. What is this thing? Oh. Not sure if I want to do necessarily null portal now. It's going to just do null world it? Yeah. Oh, the equipment, the guy tells you your thing. Oh. Okay, so they updated it to where the canisters give you like a little in between because this area is like so packed up. That's an understandable. Oh, oh, oh. Mods, please. Maybe I need a little more performance. Hold on. Where is my guy? Where's this thing? Turn on turbo mode. Was it my dude just over here? Yeah, giving the swibs to the equipment drone actually makes them kind of OP. Fork. Dang. Wait until that turbo booster thing kicks in. They did update it, or they get the patch in there too, where it actually tells you where it is when you're just hanging out. Oh no, they'll basically kill me if they get a hit off. Yeah, that little air bubble thing is actually pretty nifty. Oh, snap. Oh, snap, that does over half my health with one hit. Oh yeah, I'm totally dead if I don't get something else here. At least this thing is going by faster than it normally would. Yeah, more healing items. Where's the thing? Yeah, if it didn't give him a freaking bleed. Oh, that wasn't one too terrible of a run. Molten coin. Yeah, there's one of those things where there's kind of too many items. And that can kind of be a bad thing. If I didn't have, a lot of things like hit lists really aren't that useful. You can see why certain things didn't make the cut, and not everything is necessarily the most additive, fun thing. Wait, I said something else is there. No, wood. You know, I could have seen this one staying around. Don't-y. Don't-y. I'll probably turn off this boss spawns every 10 minutes kind of thing. A little ridiculous. And I'll probably turn off Kin, so you can just get a little more variety. I'm thinking about going back to Sniper on this one. Just because I was playing the Sniper earlier. I could not imagine playing with glass. And really, I didn't get a single item out of that. What did it do to the dang colors? Put you in the underworld, that's where they put you. After taking more than 5% of your max health as damage. Yeah, so that was one of the items that they just had to bring back from Risk Arena 1. Man, me keeps killing. I need to probably get a foot rest thing. Trying to move away from that. Oh, what, the Monroe drones already die? And one dude already died? Really? What do we got going on here? What is this level all about? Yeah, they did change the look of it. Just a little bit. Break my legs. Neat. I'll see how those do in the new DLC. Yeah, there's a lot of things I could probably assume that I more than likely wouldn't see hold up or continued. I'm kind of curious what happened to... Wait, what? Oh! There's a 3x now. Oh, they don't just let the list get bigger. That's a UI fix. Oh, the other drones are still alive. Okay, I see Healing Drone says 2 now. Dang, there's more drones on this level than the darn lizard boys when I get the goon platoon going. Not too many item drops so far. Yeah, I just need more. I just need more DPS. I just need straight up more damage output. Well, I can't see anything. I hope I don't die from nothingness. Looks like the one dude died. Honestly, there's so many drones that I got. I should just get more arms race. Give me some survivability. Give me some speed boosting. Give me some more damage output. Oh wait, oh shoot, that's no use to me. I'm an idiot. Ah, I selected the wrong thing. I was going too fast. Double zoom in. Can I get double zoom in? I want have to get I think I did see a shredder on this level somewhere. It'd be kind of worth actually trying to get that. One time, the one character where the backup magazine is completely worthless. So needles, chance to hit, critical strike increases. The X4 stimulant is stimulated. Anyways, reduce secondary skill cooldown. Once again, not useful for my character. The universal charger every 18 seconds, interesting number. Instantly refresh the cooldown of your next non-primary skill. Once again, not really useful for my guy. Snake eyes. Barrier, I suppose. I keep trying to open this up and pick up Will-o-the-Wisp, but I keep not looking and seeing it because the list is shifting each time that I click on it. I would have sworn there was a darn shredder somewhere. Perhaps on this level. It'd be nice to get that shred out. Caronon's orb reduces revival time. I don't think that's useful here. Hunter's sigil. After standing still at least 1 second, create a 8-meter zone granting 30 armor and 30% increase. The zone lasts until you leave it. It's an interesting one. I guess it's kind of made for this guy anyways. Oh, you know what? Let us go to the next level. Find a shredder some other time. There's probably a likely chance that it's right here in the next little area. Oh, a nighttime theme of the ethereal vulnerability. This nifty area. At least my healing drones are actually like useful. Oh great, the blind pest come out and does a darn army. Can I get double zoom in? Oh, they put a little clayman in. That's a nifty little enemy. All right, here. I bet you guys never little knew about this area. Sometimes the blue loot nugget portal, blue portal nugget is in the corner there. Huh. Wait, is it when I hold still? Oh. Does it stay there? Oh. So as long as I hold down the fort, essentially, I'm good to go. Why am I going slow now? I'm gonna go with the roll capacitor again. Okay, we have 5 items that create lightning. Lord of Lightning. That's an interesting new meta achievement. The constant changing of speed is a little tedious. What's causing that guy? Infusion buff. Okay, so yeah, that's real annoying. There's a reason that they're considered some of the worst enemies in the game. Ugh. Take a hit on that. Yeah, they definitely could introduce into the base game just more day-night cycling for the individual levels. You know what I need? I need squid turret. Somebody get me squid turret. I love my squid turret. Man, those apothecaries just take hits. Keep those numbers printing. Yeah, it's interesting. Simple design. Nothing. Although they probably could have kept it to maybe the aesthetic, but I don't know. Maybe the nighttime theme doesn't really show off the those dudes very well. It is kind of weird to pick up some of these old items and think through what kind of builds. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna squid turret, and nobody can stop me. Oh, what? They fixed it up that doesn't spawn squid turret anymore? Oh, that's silly. Wow, what a huge nerf to squid turret. Well, that's just a little bit disappointing now. Okay, chance to take damage. The summon a squid turret. Health, attack speed, distance, chance increases more damage. Oh, so they just changed the mechanic altogether. Actually, that makes the squid turret just generally more useful, so as long as you take damage. Deteriorate turmoil. Enemies with less than 20% health, permanent damage for time. Okay, so this type of debuffer. Definitely need more speed. Speed and power, boys. Speed and power. Oh, there's so many of the healing shrines. The Shrine of the Woods, that's right. I'm gonna do it. I can kill these dudes. Oh, so it just puts down the one drone, the one gunner turret, and it just gives them an upgrade. Oh, that's a pretty nifty concept. I actually do want to get the bazaar on this level if I can find it. They may have done some more interesting things. Or, well, actually, that's there. That might actually be more entertaining. What are some of the other items that are unique to this stuff? There was white flag and there was head cloak. Great, that's just lovely. No, squid turret, no! Wow, these guys are much tougher than they normally are. Alright, easy money. I'm just gonna want another fuel cell just to have it. Alright, we'll do that one instead. Ah, there's the nude head. Well. Oh, well, I just jumped right off. Squid turret. He was my favorite. They probably should have fixed up where three of them can't spawn right next to each other. Ground enemies. Yeah, sometimes the extra long descriptions, I'm trying to read them as well because they might also have slightly different mechanics with all the patches. Or they might just tell you how it actually probably works, because something like Breaching Fin just tells you grounded enemies go into the air, but it doesn't tell you anything else about them, like at all. I want it. But that means I gotta go back over here because squid turret. Because the next little equipment thing I'm missing. Ah, I need to get myself another jump. I'm almost tempted just to wait until I get a jump. Wait, no, that's not a jump pad. That's great. This area could really use another jump pad setup. Yeah, having those go out a lot further, pretty nice. Okay, now we'll do the teleporter. Should I, though, activate? You know what? I'm just gonna see what Gold Coast looks like with all these changes on. That is pretty neat, though. Yeah, I'm just trying to get some good velocity now. Wait. Did I miss it? Wasn't it over here? Where's the teleporter? Hello, teleporter. Please show yourself. I thought it was over here. Oh, wait. Yeah, I looked right around it. I went to the one spot that I couldn't see it, and there it is sticking out from the side. That's just awesome. I'm gonna start getting some more stacks, more damage. Yeah, I completely forget I have an R button. Oh, you know, I'm curious. Yeah, so they added some here. And Turner Lantern, killing large monsters spawns a dude. Yeah, let the boys handle the work for a little while. Haunted lamp. Every 5 hammer uses, use a haunted projectile for 200 damage. Oh, man, those goons be walking up here. So, Colossal Fist. 8% chance to summon a Colossal Fist. That deals damage. I'm really just thinking just go back to Little Disciple. Yeah, I just did that. I just saved that drone for extra. Why is that dude spawning? Neat. And my drones actually lived. Huh, no green item spawns. That's interesting. Interesting change to the squid turret. It's almost like it had to be deliberate. No squid turret, no. Poor guy. Never stood a chance. What's good over here with this? Kinda just getting every item at this point. Oh, there's only 4 beacons instead of 7. I'm kind of curious how that works out mechanically. I think 7 before was like a lucky number 7 kind of deal. Hope the music isn't getting too loud. Let's get another good... Get more barrier. Huh, I apparently have no crit chance. I wonder what determines that crit chance value, if it's in that kind of state. Yeah, in fact, I haven't gotten that fin was the last time I got a green item on the last stage. Or no, it just organizes them differently. Oh, interesting. Once you do a quarter health, you get a... That's a little much, don't you think? Yeah. That revamp on the boss is a little unnecessary. That's a fine enough combo. Let's try out... Can't try out... Kill the magma worm, wandering and a stone titan in a single run. I didn't get much of a chance to do that. Let's try out this goober character. We'll see how this mechanic works. Like, out of the gate, this dude's already, like, on my... The little ranking thing is a little goofy, but alright. Man, this looks like someone's side project they really spent a lot of time into. I'm not trying to like shun it or anything. Mechanically, it's pretty complex. Okay, so that's supposed to be... And they have them doing a sliding downhill animation. I guess you can't really make too much of a system that tries to rely on more than a few hits at a time and a simple little scaling system. Which honestly I don't have to like to give the illusion. It's actually more than enough. Oh yo, the drone is actually getting bigger. Yeah, it's like getting physically bigger when you pick up more. That's pretty wild. And it kind of joins you after a little while. I'm guessing that's the bar there. It's like the extra super duper mode bar. Huh. Okay. Whatever that's supposed to be. You can't get it more than once? Oh, two of them spawn in the same spot. Mechanically, it's just so much more confusing. But it's not too confusing that it's ridiculous. There's just, a lot of simple buttons, which is typically kind of all you need. Okay, does whichever direction he's facing. Yeah, I can see the Twitch chat. That's kind of... Huh? What? People make things too complicated. Just enjoy game. I'm kind of curious what the modders did to this one. Huh. Follower? That's an interesting enemy. Do I dare do that again? Make it even harder myself to do the little boss there. Sure. Adding people whenever is possible. Alright, it doesn't do which direction you're facing, it says direction wherever the body is facing, which I think is supposed to be lore accurate. I'm not sure there's two sword icons. Oh, that's neat. Alrighty, get this thing here. I might as well keep on full capacity right now until I... Probably in the free time, maybe I'll look at some of the other specialty items that they're writing in. Huh, crit chance does say 11 now. But last little game, it kept saying 0, so I'm not sure what the deal was with that. So wait, does he naturally have a double jump? Is that the thing I'm getting here? Alright, there's my free item. I'm not saying free. It's included with my participation. Ugh. Zaps him with lightning. Dismal. I suppose, kind of, since I can't really assume that the teleporter is going to be in the same spot. I almost want to do that again so I can figure out how they changed the mechanic in any meaningful way. but really, if I can help it, I would rather do go to the bazaar. Yeah, I don't know where the, if there was one. I don't know where the, whatchamacallit, the darn blue portal newt is. Oh well, I'll just have to live on without it. It might be interesting to try some of the other ones at a point in the future. Oh, newt, yeah. That's always in the last place you look for it. I'm guessing they took out the range for the teleporter charge. Seeing as I am no longer impacted by the range. Interesting choice, but I'll accept it. I always thought the range was a little kind of unnecessary. Particularly if you just like want people to kill the enemies or survive the boss. Particularly if the bosses sometimes get a little too ridiculous. I mean, if you have like Mountain Trial and Swarm on, sometimes you might end up with like 6 bosses occasionally, and that gets a little ridiculous. Why is my dude running so fast? That happens when he gets low health like that. Yeah, I don't think something like Hunter Sigil would do my guy very much use. The last thing you see. Excuse me? Oh, you just keep buying items? Oh, you buy the item that's by the thing. Oh, that's pretty nifty. Dude's a little loud. Erratic gadget. Your lightning strikes twice. 10% chance on hit to fire chain lightning for 300 total damage up to 1. And that's the Noka's Heritage. Receive 1 item upon level up. Rarity item increases with level. Oh, you don't gotta buy one of those. Okay, so they added Dead Man's Hand, revive dead teammates everywhere on map. First item increases arrival time by 10. And then there was just the Relic of Termination. Every 30 seconds grants a buff which marks the next spawning enemy it defeated within 30 seconds. They drop an item. Item rarity scales. If not, they drop nothing. Seems a little unnecessary. Relic of Mass. So reduces acceleration and de-acceleration by a factor of 10. Oh, so once you basically start, when you start moving, you just keep on moving? Alright. Oh wait, hold on. Reduces cooldown. My freaking force is going to activate when it's off cooldown. With another stack, you have another cooldown. Yeah, alright. I like the Jester to the Drown. Suffocation? Okay. That's a little intense. Why are there 2 of you? Nope, you only can buy the 1. That's an interesting mechanic. It's only led by 1. Looks like they have it working on this red one. Like, oh yeah, we gotta get it working. And some dude's like, oh, don't worry about it. And then they didn't fix it up on the other ones. Yeah, it's not letting me buy anymore, and I got plenty of money for it. It is oddly a bit more spacious, because normally there was just like a wall here, and it just leads to these 2. It would be kind of funny if they actually made a way to get back in there. So this is one of the community maps that I saw for like a moment earlier, and then immediately left. Oh, they actually do a proper underwater effect, because it turns out our developers don't like us being underwater. Alright, I'm guessing that's out of bounds. What's that thing? Shrine of Order? Neat. I will not do that. I will most likely not end up with a combo that I particularly care for. Emergency drone. He's only used for emergencies, but he's very handy. You know, if you showed me this in concept art, I'd probably say like, yeah, this fits. It's got, I don't know if it, I mean, it could easily be like stuff that's pulled out of the data files. I don't know anything about what's in the data files. I try not to dig into stuff like that. That's just extra distraction. I wouldn't mind resurrecting those equipment drones, but I don't see any equipment things being spawned, so I'm not gonna. It does make you wonder how old some of these mods actually are now. In the last time some of them were worked on. Seeing as I did get an update on stuff right before turning this on for one of the like stability support mod features. Not a particularly interesting looking map, but that could just easily be from it, you know, being a community map. It does get a pretty nifty design. I would imagine, like, instead of like it going down into like the water, it would probably have something there, like a relic piece or something that it kind of alludes to that there being more. Chance to take damage to fire missile for 400% chance scales with damage taken. So like, it shouldn't kind of, like the ocean part should kind of have a little bit more things going on. Like, it's got something out there. It's got like a skeletal thing that should be probably closer and a little more visible. Other than that, like if you look in the face in this way, it makes sense. I had noticed that even on Monsoon, the thing isn't cranking up as fast as it normally would. So they definitely adjusted that speed a good amount. Huh. Oh. The controls are pretty intuitive for this dude. But I feel like if you hadn't played any kind of like fighter games or, you know, in this case, actual Devil May Cry before, you'd probably be a little lost on how to play the dude. And I only played a tiny little bit, but for that tiny little bit, seems to be kind of coming in. Yeah, now I'm getting like a lot of items. I did not see... I've seen two of these equipment drones. And I didn't see any equipment dudes drop. And on some of the other levels, I had seen a few drop. Was that one? No, that's just that lighting. And I can't really imagine where, if any, there are newt spots on custom levels. I think it looks a little more interesting when you look up. They probably could have like made the tree density a little bit more. But yeah, if you look in that direction and said that was like concept, like design for a new level, I'd be like, yeah, that looks legit. Oh. I really feel like it was kind of a surprise that they didn't include a guy in the game to begin with. I had no clue where that enemy was actually shooting me from. That guy was just like blasting my butt from like 10 miles away. A hefty pair of great shields. Shoot twice for 250 damage. Yeah, that kind of looks like he does from Screen 1. Oh, they really, they're like really loving this dude. They love him so much they gave him like all these extra things. Reached 400% attack speed. Toss grenade that covers. Take a defensive stance, blocking damage from the front, enhances primary fire but prevents sprinting and jumping. Alright, I'll give this guy a shot. I'm guessing he plays like he does in Risk of Rain 1. I keep sliding backwards. And they even like give him like a proper over-the-shoulder camera. Man, some of these people in the mod community did way too much. I could totally see this dude being game. I feel like towards maybe the later game sections, it might be a little harder to justify some of the Like, I definitely see attack rate. Just like cranking up attack rate over and over again is probably the more ideal thing. It's interesting, they actually did like a tear gas style grenade. I guess they called it smoke grenade? Yeah, tear gas actually. Yeah, this really has a different gameplay feel to it entirely. Alright, disabling jump may have been a little too much. So like jump isn't disabled in Risk Rain 1. He's actually still able to do a little hop. And that's something I'm noticing here, is that he can't even do his little hop. Actually, being able to bash enemies away is pretty good. That's gotta get adjusted at some point. You're supposed to have the ping shots. It's usually something you see more in fighting games, but one of the problems that certain shooters have is that they don't have any ping shots. That means when you're in this position and if I'm like shooting, the bullets don't come from the bullets come from like some spot out in space in front of the guy. It doesn't actually come from anywhere that the player is actually shooting from, the actual character. It's actually coming from like a spot in the middle, and the particle effect is coming from another spot. Okay, if you just go right into a run, and there's no cooldown on it, which is good. Actually, also, if I recall, remember Scream 1, that there was actually a cooldown. Their AI wasn't programmed to fight this dude. Yeah, good thing I got that leech life. I'd be kind of dead without that right now. Yeah, I'm getting all kinds of items. And the jump chances are in my favor right now. Oh, really? It does show you the... I'm brave enough to take on the mountain challenge twice. Actually, I wonder if it's a good idea or not. Kind of curious what that sound effect is in the background. Oh. Oh, there is a teleporter ring on this one. But not every level has a teleporter ring. I wonder if that's just because this is one of the DLC levels. Oh, son of a gun, there's a dude healing. That's really loud. Yeah, that's that needs some work. Oh no, he's going faster now. Where's the dang ukulele? Hey, I'm not seeing it. Where's the dang... You know what? We're just gonna turn that on. Yeah, that's really loud and very obnoxious. Yeah, that's... I'm not sure who made that mechanic, but they need to come revisit that one. Yeah, oh, there it is. Yeah, Nick's urn would probably be a pretty good setup for this guy. Yeah, good thing I looked around some more. Kind of curious if they did anything to the portal thing there. Hold on, get him. Alright, that was nothing. curious if back and mag actually works for this setup. Yeah, I can see this one being a problem. Because that attack comes from all around and not from the front. So you can get yourself kind of stuck a little too easily. Oh my lord, that was pixels away. I would have just turned the whole thing off at that point. That's the first drone I've seen. Another gas can for the gas can. Receiving damage or anger swarms of foibees. Yeah, I was looking for plasma shrimp. Neat. Yeah, hasn't been much to say recently. It's actually been pretty engaging right now. If this guy dies, then I'll probably call it. So, try to keep him alive as long as I can. Ah, I missed the rusty bucket. I didn't see it. Oh, this area looks pretty wild when you have the Brighton Acres. Neat. Honestly, if I was doing the Clayman, I would have made them goofy and tall and kind of lanky in their movement. Instead, they kind of make them like warriors that are ready to go. I wouldn't have made... Tough times should have been called tough day. Alright, I want to try the, honestly, the shrine looks so goofy. Shattered monolith? I think it's supposed to, yeah, it's supposed to be like, I guess, a monolith shrine. At the, point in between spaces or whatever. Deal up to 30%, let's do more damage to enemies lower health. I think at this point I got sufficient speed. I actually would like how this guy behaves and plays. It fits real naturally with everything. Alright, seems like regardless, the speed is just forced to those lower points. Come on in. Alright, this is letting a little ridiculous. Yeah, definitely need like another ukulele and more gas cans. Increase my survivability further. Yeah, I just need more survivability at this rate. Another noxious thorn. Huh, I wonder what causes the attack speed to change like that. It was going like 1.8 and then coming back down. Maybe it's one of the other perks that are changing it. More armor. Just give me more and more armor. Just keep spitting it on. Yeah, let's see what they did to this mechanic. I think they made this one a little. Oh, interesting. They're gonna really make you have to do it. I think they made this unnecessarily harder. Yeah, they made this boss like way harder than it needs to be. Right now I have no enemies to kill. I don't get any money. Yeah, that's... I don't know who decided to make that the replacement, but that's not good. That is very terrible. I'm gonna have to figure out what mod is doing that and go ahead and toss it. Because that is just like a terrible way to do the Gold Coast thing, to make the boss just like stupid. It's like, no, you don't have to do any of that. Like, you could just made it easier or even simpler or reduce it. So we're gonna blame that mod developer. That's a very terrible design to make that enemy like stupid like that. Maybe if you put in something special that gives you like a better version of the enemy when you have the little right or whatever it's called, and you have it like later, or if you pick up its thing, then maybe get a better version. But no, just do the shrines once. You don't need to. The whole idea, like doing it 4 times, like you wouldn't be able to survive it without like a ton of speed. So that's actually really terrible design. I'm not sure who thought that was okay and wanted that. I don't think anybody was ever asking for like that. That's 2 hours of mod stuff. I was gonna play Monster Hunter, but I didn't really feel like it. So we'll get to that eventually. Until then, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. You know, we did have someone popping on the Twitch side. I'm not sure if that's... Anyways, but yeah, alright, later.